Hello, y'all. Today we're going to get into a very short PSP collection right here. Very short. Um, Most of these games I got were either bought offline or, I should say all of them were bought offline. I rebought PSP offline and I buy all my games offline. So all these here are from people that I bought from or they're brand new that I bought. So yeah, let's get started. Blitz Overtime. Now, I'm definitely not going to say this one was as good as Blitz League 2 or 1. Matter of fact, I think it was a huge disappointment because it lags. It is a huge lagger. This game lags so bad. I've never seen a game lag so bad in my life. And this game just lags horribly. And I mean horribly. But overall, though, not too bad. This one I did not like. Scarface, Money, Power, Respect. You're looking at the back and you're like, oh, I get to shoot guns and stuff. Guys, don't let this game fool you on the PSP. It is a puzzler. Yes, you heard me right. It is a puzzle game. And then you get to see other people raid properties. And when you raid the properties, most of the time you lose on those properties because you don't know what the hell you're supposed to do. And half the time you're watching the movie and you're just like, oh my god, I'm actually watching Scarface, which I've seen Scarface plenty of times. So it just rips off scenes right off the movie right away, and when you get thrown into the game, it is horrible. The console versions don't even do that, man. Especially the PS2 version. The PS2 version, this is one they were supposed to remake it off of, and they did not do that. It is a huge disappointment. Do not buy it. Which one? Okay, I'll just talk about this one. We got Siphon Filter, Logan Shadow. Now, if you've never played a Siphon Filter, you've been living under a rock. Siphon Filter, Logan Shadow was beautiful to play. It was so fluent. It was so fun. It was so, what's the word I'm looking for? It wasn't like easy, but it wasn't easy, but it was not hard. Man, excuse me. But the weapons you can get and all the stuff you need to go through and definitely made this game feel like it was just outright amazing. And I just realized there's like a bullet flying through there. Wow. I didn't realize that. Oh, but man. This was the last Siphon Filter game they made, and I definitely miss it. It's a very fun game, very fun franchise to play. Probably my favorite franchise of all time. Guys, we're about to get into a game that I've been playing since I was about 12 years old, and it's my favorite of all time. Siphon Filter Dark Mirror. This game, when I first got it, it comes with a little story to it. So, I was in GameStop a while back when they still sold PSP games, right? So I'm going in there, I wanted to buy a PSP game, dirt cheap. And I see Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories on the shelf. I'm just like, okay, so can I get it? So I go get it and actually give it to mom. She's like, okay, so what's going on with this game? Because I was my mom at the time. She asked if, what was going on with it. Was it bad? And this guy was like, oh, there was a bunch of drugs and bongs and stuff like that. And it was the last, 10 minutes of a shift that he had to be on, so he got talking about. So we go back, and I don't see it, but he actually leaves the store because he's going either on break or he's pretty much going off work. So I go and I go get this game and go get out the shelf. And he was like, okay, so I get it. Bring it to the shelf. My mom, he's like, is there anything bad with this one? Because it's pretty mature. He's like, I'm not sure what push nudity it is, but other than that, I don't think it's gonna be bad for your child. It's a shooter. It's really fun. Whatever. I go home, play it. I instantly fall in love with this game. The story is so compelling to me. I don't know what it is. The mechanics of the shooting are unbelievably amazing. The game itself is unbelievable. You gotta play this, man. I don't normally play games like this because I'm not a big fan of like big shooters, man. But this one wasn't like a big shooter. But this, man, it taught you how to be stealthy. But man, if you took gunshots, you took gunshots, man. And there's just certain parts of this game I was like, man, this game is amazing for a PSP game. Especially on level 6. When you get to level 6, it'll blow your mind. Two more, guys, two more. Yeah, SOCOM, US Navy SEALs Fire Team Bravo. The first Navy SEALs game I ever played and we ever got for the PSP, but again, we got rid of it and it broke, and I bought this one and it has not just rebought it. Sorry, I rebought it, and well, there you go. I've beaten it before. The game's amazing. It's pretty much just simulating what happens in Afghanistan. It's very fun to play. See, the only thing that's wrong with it is violence. You see T games that have more than that, and it gets very mature. You know why? Because there's a little bit of blood in it, and there's some swearing in between. So, but they really never put it on the ERB because, or not ERB, RB, whatever you want to call it. This game is really fun. You gotta play it. Lastly, I just bought this one, so kind of bear with me. I haven't really got to play it much. It's Silent Hill Origins. I haven't got to play it, but I played the second Silent Hill and the third, and from what I've heard, it's definitely not the best Silent Hill, but it's actually pretty good for what it is. So, looking forward to it. Well, guys, that's the PSP collection. Hope you all enjoyed it.